Hey, thanks for tuning in. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of water, electrolytes, and hydration, and help you understand why we need electrolytes, where we get them from, kind of what amounts we need them in, and how much water should you be drinking if you're starting a fitness program or just for optimal hydration, body function, and those kind of things. So starting off, number one, why is water essential, especially not just for life and body function, but for fat loss and muscle building? Well, I could go in a laundry list of things here, but the main things we're going to hit today are, okay, why is it important for fat loss? Well, a few things. It helps the breakdown of food as you digest and the absorption of those nutrients. It helps balance blood sugar. It helps actually with fat oxidation, which is a fancy way of saying fat burning. It helps increase your core temperature, and thus over the course of the day actually increases how many calories you're burning each day. Yeah, I mean, those are kind of like the main ones with fat loss, but obviously water is the main essential nutrient that we need second or prior to food and in order for survival. So it serves many different functions in our body. But those are some of the main ones that help contribute to fat loss. Yes, drinking more water will also help with actual fat loss. It does help with weight loss by flushing out excess salt and getting your body back into a good balance. So you might lose some weight on the scale when you first start drinking a lot of water. But it does also actually help with fat loss. Also, for muscle building, if your goal is muscle building or a combination of both of these, again, like I said, it's going to help absorb nutrients not only into your bloodstream, but then also into your muscles. It's going to help fill up your muscles and make them look more defined, more firm, more sculpted, if that's what you're looking for. It's going to hydrate your muscle. It's going to help with the repair of broken muscle. It's going to help pull carbohydrates and protein into your muscle after you've done a workout to help refuel and rebuild the muscle that's been broken, okay? So those are just some of the basic reasons of why water is essential for fat loss and for muscle building, and it can inhibit your goals. It can inhibit fat loss and it can inhibit muscle development if you're chronically dehydrated, okay? So you're probably asking, all right, well, I'm happy to drink more water, Taylor. How much water do I drink? Is it that 8 cups a day? No, 8 cups a day or 8 glasses of water per day is not based in science at all. It was a random suggestion that was put out decades ago just to encourage people to drink more water, but it wasn't really substantiated in science, or there's no real empirical evidence to back up 8 cups a day. So what is there science to back up? This formula here, super basic. Take your weight in pounds, okay? So write that down, your weight in pounds. Mine is about 180 right now, okay? Times that number by 0.5, okay? Or easy way to do it, just take your weight and divide by 2. One way or the other, okay? So I already did this for me. Mine is 89.5 because I was like 179 today, all right? So this is my number, not your number, okay? My weight times 0.5 is 89.5. That is the number, the minimum number of fluid ounces of water that I should drink per day as an active person or a fat loss oriented person or a fitness oriented person or a muscle development focused person or an athlete. But this is minimum. So to give you an idea of how many fluid ounces that is, 1 liter is 33.33 fluid ounces. Okay, so this is nearly 3 liters of water. Not quite. 100 fluid ounces per day would be 3 liters, okay? So that's for me. But you'll find with your weight, a lot of you will be, depending on if you're male or female or what your weight is, close to 3 liters, slightly under, or at 3 liters for your minimum, okay? And then weight in pounds, so now we're going to calculate the top, the maximum, okay? What is your body weight again? Mine is 179, 180, times 0.8. Now you have to do the multiplication on this. Body weight in pounds, not kilograms, times 0.8. That will give you the upper limit of water, because it is dangerous to drink too much water. You can drown your cells, you can flush out all your electrolytes, and people rarely, but sometimes do die from a condition called hyponatremia. It just means you're drowning your body. So you don't want to go over this limit unless you're a high-performing athlete doing multiple hours of training a day. So for me, I already did the math. Mine is 143 fluid ounces per day. That's mine. My weight times 0.8 equals 143 fluid ounces per day maximum. To give you an easier idea, if you like liters or gallons, you're probably going to fall between 3 to 4 liters per day, okay? Unless you are substantially overweight, which is okay. You can stick with the 4-liter goal unless your body is thirsty and craving more, okay? Or, for me, you'll notice I'm kind of around a gallon. A gallon is 128 fluid ounces. Okay, so if I just chose to drink a gallon for me, that would put me right in the middle of where I need to be for my minimum and my maximum water intake. Okay, and so that's what I choose to do is I just carry a gallon with me, or I'll carry a 1 liter bottle and I'll fill it up 3 to 4 times. Okay, so that is how you're going to figure out your water needs. So I hope you did that equation. If not, remember it's weight times 0.5 in pounds. That's the fluid ounces you drink minimum. Weight times 0.8 is the maximum fluid ounces you drink. And then I would just set a goal of using some kind of container to track that every day, okay? So that will get your body optimally hydrated from water. But water isn't the only thing you need for hydration. So electrolytes. What are electrolytes? Well, there's a long list of them. So we're only going to talk about the main 4, okay? Because there's other things like phosphorus and some other very trace mineral nutrients that you need. But why do you need these, okay? Sodium, actually, let's talk about why you need them, then I'll give you all the numbers. Sodium is salt, essentially, okay? And it's not bad. In excess, it can be bad. So you'll often hear doctors or other people talk about, hey, get your salt down. Now, if you have hypertension or you have a cardiovascular condition where your doctor is recommending low sodium intake, they are making an accurate recommendation for you health-wise. You don't want to have too much sodium. So you'll typically see people with hypertension or other cardiovascular issues eating sodium levels at 1,500 milligrams per day or less. But if you're a normal human being with no medical conditions, you're generally speaking healthy, no reason to lower your sodium, you need 1,500 milligrams, not grams, milligrams, to 20, I think it's 300 milligrams per day, okay? Sorry if you can't read my handwriting. 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams per day. You can see this on your nutrition labels. I recommend using MyFitnessPal. It's a food tracking app on your phone. This will tell you under the nutrient section where you're at for the day based off the foods you've been eating, okay? The reason why we're gonna need that, as well as all these other nutrients, is because they are essential for muscle contractions. Your electrolytes communicate the signal to tell your muscles what to do and how to move your body from your nervous system. So from your brain stem and your spinal cord, those nerves go out and they attach to what we call motor units on your muscles. And those motor units, that's where the electrolyte signal, it communicates, it takes the electrical signal from your spinal cord and sends it to the muscle and says contract or stretch or release or those kind of things. Without an adequate balance of sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and some other trace minerals, you might have muscle cramps. You might not have optimal performance. Your strength may be lower. You may notice extreme soreness. You may notice an imbalance in hydration and your muscles feel kind of dry and creaky and not well lubricated, and they can't perform as well. So that's why it's important to get these micronutrients. Potassium, it needs to be around 2,300 to I think 3,200 milligrams per day. These are rough estimates, guys. I think they're close to the daily recommended intakes. Just double check, but I'm pretty sure those are where those numbers are at. Calcium, usually around 1,000, it's like 300 to 1,000 milligrams per day, okay? And then magnesium is a trace amount. I actually forgot. I know it's pretty low, but you'll notice that I've got these in chronological order. If you want more effective muscle performance, strength performance in the gym, hydration levels, make sure your sodium and potassium are in check. Then focus on calcium in your diet through dark greens or maybe some dairy or use a supplement. And then magnesium in a trace amount. If you're not eating a lot of vegetables in your diet, you may need to use a magnesium supplement. It just depends. And then those other trace minerals are very, very hard to trace, so we won't talk about those. But that is how you're going to figure out optimal hydration, okay? I know this sounds like, why is water so important, Taylor? I should be focusing on workouts and food. I promise this will make a difference for you in getting rid of some of that extra water weight you've been holding on to, losing those initial couple scale pounds. It will help with fat loss pounds overall in the long run. It will help with muscle building and nutrient absorption. It will help with brain function. It will help with cognitive functioning, productivity, generalized mood throughout the day. It helps with digestion, speeding that up. It overall just helps your metabolism work in a far better way when you drink 0.5 to 0.8 fluid ounces per pound that you weigh every day and get your electrolytes, okay? So you're gonna get some of these from your diet, especially nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, okay? But if you need to supplement, you can use some supplements. for this, or throw in maybe a little bit of salt into your diet. A little bit of salt is actually good for you, okay? Just don't go crazy. So I hope that was helpful. If you have further questions about it, let us know in the comments or send me a direct message, but this is how you're gonna hydrate your body properly, okay? All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. See you later.